Hello folks and welcome to Hippie in a Race Car. I was recently in Daily Race B around Sardinia in my favorite Group 4 car, my NSX, decorated with, without a doubt, my most amazing livery. And I had absolutely the weirdest thing happen to me. My engine blew. For no reason whatsoever. Let's jump into the race and I'll show you. This was the end of my best qualifying lap. It took me a while to get a grip on this track, so much so that I ended up going from a B rating to a C rating just in trying to race this race. 127.456, which puts me second on the grid, front row. Okay. So here we go, tucking in behind Albert's Alpha for as much slip as I can get. I got a couple of Genesis X behind me and they are super quick in a straight line, so I'm just hoping that by the time we get down to turn 1, nobody kills me. Breaking it around on this lap, breaking it around 60-70-ish because it's a slower lap. You got to make sure you don't get all over these curbs. This one you can a little bit, but ideally you just want to touch them. This is full throttle. Got to turn it in at the right time. It's actually full throttle. Braking just after that red part of the fence so I can get the rotation, touch that apex, bring it around. I'd be a little bit careful with the Alpha not to run into him. You can see he's still beside me. Giving him space going into this right-hander, but I know I got to get on the gas super early, so boom, away we go down the hill. This is a crazy corner. You got to brake here, get it down to second gear, chuck it in, and get on the gas early because it's all uphill, and it is a killer if you miss the acceleration point back at that apex. Down to second for this one. Lots of gas, give her, because again, it's all uphill. This corner I think you can do in full throttle without ever having to lift. I generally do lift for safety purposes. And again, this one, you don't want to hit that curb. It will bounce you onto this grass. So the turning point is one of those things that I was still working out. But at this point, they're battling behind me. And I got a 1.2 second lead. So I'm thinking, okay, can I hang on to this? Let's see if we can keep it going. I just got to keep this nice and clean. Get the apexes right. Get the turning points right. Braking around 80. A little bit late. Managed to get away with it though. Still get on the gas. I'm my 1.6 ahead now. 1.8. So I'm still doing okay. Still managed to get that corner right. Full throttle. Again, braking at the red thing. And Travis is gone. Despite the fact that he went up into second place. So I don't quite know what happened there. Possibly bad internet connection. Who knows. Bring it around. Get onto this apex and then onto the gas. You guys got to trust that you're in the right place. There's a bit of a wide spot there, but you don't want to hit that sand. You'll find out why in a lap or two. And don't hit that corner of that wall. It really, really slows you down. Ask me how I know. Braking at the sand, right as the sand or the gravel starts there. Bring it around, get on the gas. Feel free to use all the curbs because you got to get on the gas early. But at this point, I'm still doing okay. I'm 2.4 ahead. It seems to be gaining ground. Up the hill, third gear, bring it over. It's one of them, again, it's a funny one. I got to lift into fourth. You don't want to go wide there. It's just a mess. And then braking, bring it around. Again, I missed that apex, but I got away with it. Now I'm 2.8 ahead, 2.9, and I'm still pulling out a little bit more of a lead all the time. So I'm thinking, okay, this is good. This is a good time. This is good. 3.5 seconds ahead, roughly. 129.420. Fitting. Braking at about 90 to be a little bit more safe this time. Still miss the apex. Bring it over to the right and then back across on that curb. Full throttle all the way around here. Get the thing rotated. Don't go on the curbs, but I've been really careful about hitting them because if you do clamber all over it, it will bounce you really wide. They're crazy. So I've been a little bit cautious, not getting super close to them. Again, down the hill, got on the gravel, and my 3.8 second lead. As you can see, it's coming down fast. I got red zone in the Genesis X behind me, and he wants my spot. We go up the hill again, got on the acceleration fairly well, but again, I'm still losing time. So red zone's catching me. I'm thinking, all right, I'm halfway through the race. Just keep it going. I should be able to hold off, right? So far, so good. Not a bad turn through there. It's not my great corner, and I usually lose time. Almost hit the apex that time. Almost. Now I'm only 0.6 ahead. And losing that rapidly. Hoping he doesn't kill me into the first turn. This time, I actually managed to make the apex, which did help keep me ahead. I'm not really gaining any ground, but it kept me ahead. And then I missed that apex, so I got lucky. That's not gravel, thankfully. I got away with it. Now, Caged Maniac has left. So now we're down to 14 people. Again, still, so far so good. I'm about 6-7 tenths ahead, and I'm making up time, doing okay. He's now got the fastest lap, so I know he's faster than I am. Ripping down the hill. That corner I don't usually do too bad. I got on that curb, it got a little bouncy, but I got away with it and not hit that. Bring it around, and then on the brake, right as that, I guess it's gravel, appears. And then I went wide here, which lost, as you can see, I had 1.2 second lead at that point. Let's cut that in half. Now let's cut that in 2/3. Actually, let's just chop it into tiny little pieces. Have dude show up right on my butt. So here he is, literally on me, and I'm hoping to make this corner. It's lap 4. So far, so good. Brake, bring it around. I almost hit the apex, but I got on the gas a little too quick and got a little overzealous. Got myself a penalty. The game decided that was obviously not enough punishment for such an absolutely horrific transgression and blew my engine. What? I'm in 5th, half revs, cruising down the pit straight, and suddenly my engine just went. Okay. As you can imagine, I'm no longer very quick. So everybody's going by me, and I'm thinking, well, that's the end of that. There's no chance of ever even being on the podium, let alone the win. I'm hoping at this point to hang on to P5. I got 15 plus seconds now, 14 points. You can see at times dropping right quick like, and I'm hoping to get to the end of this lap before Racer Yi overtakes me. It's a little hard when you're in max power and your car's running at about maybe half of what it's supposed to. It's not bad downhill. Wait for this. First gear instead of second. Got to second. Don't really get out of second. And you will be forced to decelerate to the next penalty line because the game has decided, screw you, Draken. No worries about coming through there full throttle in 3rd. And then, slowing down a little bit to make sure I don't get crazy. But of course, I got crazy on it anyways. It doesn't matter at this point. I got 7.8 seconds to the guy behind me. Thankfully, managed to hang on to P5. But that was absolutely the weirdest thing to ever happen to me in a Gran Turismo race. There we go. I hope you enjoyed watching. It was weird putting this one together, but it was generally a fun race, most of it. If you're not subscribed, please hit the old subscribe button, and I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.